Friends, welcome to Leela Kids channel. In this video we are going to see 10th standard social science history unit 1 outbreak of World War I and its aftermath. Part 1 textbook evaluation, 5th Roman letter, answer briefly. How do you assess the importance of Sino-Japanese War? In 1894, Japan forced a war on China. In 1894-95 Sino-Japanese War, Little Japan defeated China and surprised the world. Though Russia, Germany and France warned Japan, Japan annexed the Liaotan Peninsula with Port Arthur. By this action, Japan proved that it was the strongest nation in the East Asia. Name the countries in the Triple Entente: Britain, France and Russia. What were the three militant forms of nationalism in Europe? Jingoism, England; Chauvinism, France; Kultur, Germany. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. இந்த வீடியோ again and again போட்டு பாருங்கள். உங்களுக்கு ஆன்சர்ஸ் மெமரைஸ் ஆகும். பப்ளிக் எக்ஸாமினேஷனில் ஃப்ளோ ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். ஆல் த பெஸ்ட் ஃபார் யர் பப்ளிக் எக்ஸாம். இந்த வீடியோவை உங்களுக்கு ஷார்ட் வீடியோஸாகவும் கொடுக்குறேன். அதையும் போட்டு பாருங்கள். உங்களுக்கு இன்னும் ஆன்சர்ஸ் மெமரைஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கு ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். What do you know of trench warfare? Trenches and ditches dug by troops enabled soldiers to safely stand and protect themselves from enemy fire. The main lines of trenches were connected to each other and to the rear by a series of linking trenches through which food, ammunition, fresh troops, mail and orders were delivered. What was the role of Mustafa Kemal Pasha? Mustafa Kemal Pasha played a remarkable role for Turkey's rebirth as a nation. Kemal Pasha modernized Turkey and changed it out of all recognition. List out any two causes for the failure of the League of Nations. The League appeared to be an organization of those who were victorious in the First World War. Since it lacked the military power of its own, it could not enforce its decisions. The founders of this peace organization underestimated the power of nationalism. The principles of collective security could not be applied in actual practice. Roman letter 6. Answer the following in detail. Discuss the main cause of the First World War. European alliances and counter-alliance. Europe was divided into two armed camps, namely the Central Powers and Allies. Germany, Italy and Austria-Hungary were Central Powers. They formed the Triple Alliance in 1882. England, France and Russia were the Allies and they formed the Triple Entente. There was enmity between these two blocs. Violent forms of nationalism. With the growth of nationalism, the attitude of my country, right or wrong, I support it, developed. England's Jingoism, France's Chauvinism and Germany's Kultur were militant forms of nationalism. They contributed much to the outbreak of war. Aggressive attitude of German emperors. Emperor Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany proclaimed that Germany could be the leader of the world. The German navy was expanded, therefore Britain embarked on a naval race. It led to tension between the two powers. Hostility of France towards Germany. France and Germany were old rivals. Bitter memories of the defeat of 1871 and loss of Alsace and Lorraine, the Germany rankled in the minds of the French. Germany's interference in Morocco added to the bitterness. Balkan War. Taking advantage to the political and economic instability of the Turkish Empire, the Balkan countries began to secede from the Turkish control. The Balkan League was formed. The League attacked the Turkish force. The First Balkan War ended with the Treaty of London. The new state of Albania was created. The Second Balkan War was also fought. It ended with the Treaty of Bucharest. Immediate cause: Franz Ferdinand, heir to Emperor of Austria-Hungary, was assassinated by Princip, a Bosnian Serb in Bosnia. Austria saw in this an opportunity to eliminate Serbia as an independent state. Germany thought that it should strike first. It declared war on Russia on 4 August. Thus started the First World War. Highlight the provisions of the Treaty of Versailles relating to Germany. Germany was found guilty of starting the war and therefore was to pay reparations for the losses suffered. All central powers were directed to pay war indemnity. The German army was to be limited to 1 lakh men. A small navy was allowed. The union of Austria and Germany was forbidden. All German colonies became mandated territories under the League of Nations. Germany was forced to revoke the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Russia and Bucharest, Bulgaria, Alsace-Lorraine, and was returned to France. Poland was recreated. The Rhineland was to be occupied by the Allies. Explain the course of the Russian Revolution under the leadership of Lenin. The Soviet was dominated by Mensheviks and the minority. Bolsheviks were timid and undecided. The situation changed with the arrival of Lenin. Failure of provisional government. When the revolution broke out, Lenin was in Switzerland and he wanted continued revolution. His slogan of all power of the Soviets soon won over the workers' leaders. The people were attracted by the slogan of bread, peace and land. The provisional government made 2 grave mistakes. It postponed a decision on the demand for the redistribution of land. Government decided to with the war. This intensified the rising in Petrograd, led to Bolshevism. The government banned Pravda and arrested all Bolsheviks. Trotsky was also arrested. Takeover by the Bolshevik party under Lenin's leadership. In October, Lenin persuaded the Bolshevik Central Committee to decide on immediate revolution. Trotsky prepared a detailed plan. On 7 November, the key government buildings, including the Winter Place, the Prime Minister's headquarters, were seized by revolutionary troops. New Communist government. On 8 November 1917, a new Communist government was in office in Russia. Its head this time was Lenin. The Bolshevik party was renamed the Russian Communist Party. Estimate the work done by the League of Nations. The League of Nations was called in to settle a number of disputes between 1920 and 1925. It was successful in 3 issues. Åland Islands dispute. In 1920, a dispute arose between Sweden and Finland over the sovereignty of the Åland Islands. The League ruled that the islands should go to Finland. Upper Silesia dispute. In 1921, the League was asked to settle the frontier between Poland and Germany in Upper Silesia. It was successfully resolved by the League. Greece-Bulgaria dispute. The third dispute was between Greece and Bulgaria in 1925. Greece invaded Bulgaria and the League ordered a ceasefire. After investigation, it blamed Greece and decided that Greece was to pay reparations. Thus, the League had been successful until the signing of the Locarno Treaty in 1925. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Video again and again போட்டு பாருங்க. உங்களுக்கு answers memorize ஆகும். Public examல flow easy-ஆ இருக்கும். All the best for your public examination. Next video ல உங்களை சந்திக்கலாம். Till then, bye bye.